Alright. So for this introduction, for halal food and analysis, so we need to know the first about the halal terms. That is refer to something that is allowed in Islam, and that make sure the food is health and clean and pure lah. In term of Islam is bersih dan suci. So that is make sure the food is in the halal condition. And halal condition is not about the services also or production. It also on the ingredient, production method, and all to make things to make sure the food is in a very good condition. So there is halal in the food analysis. Thank you.
Halal Purity Labs specializes in ensuring the purity of halal products through rigorous testing and analysis. Our focus is on examining meats and lard-containing products to certify their adherence to halal standards. We have successfully conducted case studies emphasizing the importance of sample pretreatment before analysis. Despite the challenge of analyzing a large number of samples, our testing process ensures accuracy, taking between 1 to 2 days for each sample, specifically catering to volatile samples. Our advanced laboratory is equipped with GCFID instrument and using PCA as statistical method for data analysis. We have chosen for GCFID due to its multitude of advantages such as high accuracy and sensitivity, total variance of 67% for sample preparation, and its ability to analyze a wide range of components in complex systems. However, there are some considerations when using GCFID. GCFID is an expensive equipment and also it requires skilled personnel for operation. Besides, PCA also known for its various benefits. It can reduce descriptors while preserving original data. It can distinguish very low concentration of lard and utilized as a useful cluster analysis tool. We have established valuable partnerships with Jabatan Kemajuan Islam Malaysia (JAKIM) and collaborate with experts and consultants in the halal industry to uphold the highest standards in our testing process.
Next, we will go to the team expertise, which we will cover about the equipment and technology, staff and training, regulatory compliance, and transportation. We will go to the first section with which equipment and technologies. So, in this section, we will go into three equipment and technologies, which are electrophoresis, biosensor, and ELISA. So the electrophoresis is the device that are used to separate DNA, RNA, or protein molecule based on their size and electrical charge. So the second one is the biosensor, which that device that help measure biological or chemical reaction by generating signal proportional to the concentration of analyte in the reaction. The last equipment and technology is the enzyme link immunosorbent assay or aka ELISA. So this equipment or technology used to measure the antibodies, antigen, protein, and glycoprotein in the biological sample. So the enzyme activity is measured by using a substrate that change color when modified by the enzyme. So when the presence of the targeted protein is we can detect by having the yellow color on that reaction. So when we have the darker color of the reaction darker color of the yellow, so we have the higher concentration of the enzyme. The second section is the staff and training. So the staff is important because of we need the team expertise to handle all of the analysis. So we need to have the food chemists, microbiologists, toxicologists, halal expertise, lab technician, and data analyst. All of these staff is crucial to have or to maintain the analysis in a good condition. So when we have the staff, we need to have the better training to uh, to increase the productivity of the staff. So there are some training that can be introduced to the staff, which is the halal certification training, analytical technique, regulatory compliance, and documentation and reporting. So all of this training is really important to company to have a better team expertise and better company management.
For regulatory compliance, Halal Purity Labs is certified by Jabatan Kemajuan Islam Malaysia JAKIM, showcasing our commitment to meeting strict Islamic standards. This certification reinforces our dedication to maintaining credible testing procedure and earning trust in the halal food market. Regular training programs keep our team well informed about regulatory requirements. It emphasizes place in ethical practices, transparency, traceability, and all analytical processes. We also adhere to regulations. We stay updated on local and international regulation governing halal food standards. Our practices continuously align with the latest guidelines, ensuring accurate and reliable results for our clients. We vigilantly monitor regulatory updates and promptly adjust our practices to remain compliant. Our transportation is efficient. We have timely pickup of samples from client and prompt delivery of reports. We also have a streamlined process ensuring meeting client expectation efficiently. We also tracking and monitoring our product, service, implementation of tracking and monitoring systems for real-time information on sample status. Clients also can trace location and progress of their samples, promoting transparency and accountability.
Okay, next we move to the most crucial part, which is financial, and I will cover the costing part only. Okay, as for the costing, we divided it into two parts, which is the first one is startup, and also the second one is monthly cost. Okay, for startup cost, we plan to take out business loan around 1 million with in duration 7 years with interest 3%. And another cost is the first one is laboratory equipment, which is we plan to have GCFID from Thermo Fisher brand around 600K. And then the second one is facility setup, which is insurance around 2K, rent building around 5K, and also renovation plus utilities around 150K. And then as for license and permit, we want to take out the halal license, which is around 3,000. And then signboard and premise license, which is around 1.5K. Tax filing around 1K, and export and import license around 3K, 3 or 3,000. And the next component is we need to have employee training, such as analysis training and handling instrument training. And this cost is around 5,000. And the last one is, of course, marketing. We need the marketing to promote our analysis food in website, promotional materials, and initial campaign. I'm sorry. And this may cost around 5,000. And roughly, our total startup cost is around 775.5 thousand. Okay, next is monthly cost. The things that we need to pay monthly is the first one, of course, the loan that we take up earlier, which is around 15K monthly. And then the second one is rent or lease for laboratory around 5K too. The utility bills, which is cover the electricity bills, water bills, and also the waste disposal bills, which around 10K. Employee salaries, we give them around 4K per person. And supplies and chemical, which include the reagents and lab supplies, around 3K. And the last one is the maintenance and repair, which around 2.5K. So the total monthly cost is around 59.5K. So we enter the final part of the financial, which is revenue.
This revenue contains four components. The first component is pricing strategy that has three parts. The first part is sample analysis fee, which is the average fees based on market research per analysis. And the unit cost for one quantity is 650 ringgit Malaysia. For the second part is consulting services B per hour, we got 200 ringgit per unit. And for package deal C, which is per month or year for bundle services, we got 5,000 ringgit Malaysia. And then we can see the second component, which is sale forecast for monthly. The number of services analysis, which is A, we got 50, so we can multiply it with the 650, so we got 32.5 thousand ringgit Malaysia. For the number of services analysis, which is B, we have 20 units, so we multiply it with 200, we got 4,000 ringgit Malaysia. And the last one is number of package deals, which is C. We have 5 quantity, so we get 25,000 ringgit Malaysia. And the total monthly cost is 61.5 thousand ringgit Malaysia. So to calculate the revenue, this is very important to see the income statement monthly from the total monthly revenue, which is 61.5 thousand ringgit Malaysia. For cost of goods sold, COGS, the raw materials and reagents, we have calculated by 3,000 ringgit Malaysia. For gross profit, the calculation is revenue minus with COGS, so we got 58.5 thousand ringgit Malaysia. And for the operating expenses that include rent, utilities, salaries, maintenance and also the loan repayment, the amount is 56.2 thousand ringgit Malaysia. So for the net profit, we can amount it by gross profit minus with operating expenses, which is we got 2.3 thousand ringgit Malaysia per monthly. So for the annual revenue projection, we can multiply it with 12 months. So we got 27.6 thousand ringgit Malaysia per annual.
For any inquiries or collaboration opportunities, feel free to reach out to us. Our dedicated team is readily available to assist you. You can contact us through the following information. We look forward to connecting with you, and together we find ways to grow and succeed in the future.